Alright, Raf Diallo coming to you here from Vaires-sur-Marne in the eastern side of Paris. This is where the rowing and the canoeing is going to be taking place, and Ireland of course has involvement in both. So I'm on the canoeing side of things. That's going to be taking place here. As you can see, the white water behind me, and this morning the Irish quartet are doing their training runs, and I've also been speaking to their team leader John Mackey. John Mackey, team leader with Canoeing Ireland here at Paris 2024. It's bright and early here at Vaires-sur-Marne. What are the canoeists doing this morning?
Well, we've a busy day ahead of us today, Raf. So we've got 2 training sessions. This is the first one, starting here now at 10 a.m. So the coaches are going to do a walk of the course with the paddlers. Going to work out some tactics and strategies based on the configuration of the course here today. We're going to be doing what's called halves, so working the course in 2 halves. We'll have a break then, we'll have a full hour, we'll have a break, and then we're into equipment control. This is where we make sure all the equipment is within IOC specifications and branding, size, weight, etc. We have a second training session at 3 o'clock. This will be the last official session before the games actually start, so they'll be just tidying up on some of the techniques and strategies that the guys have been working on. And then we're into some team leader meetings, administration stuff, making sure all the boxes are ticked ahead of the start on the 27th. Yeah,
and you have a 4-strong team here, but I think the more dramatic one has been Michaela Corcoran, who came in very last minute.
Very last minute, yeah. It was. We kind of knew it was a possibility a couple of weeks back. So the quota spot that Michaela won in the end came back from the African continent, where it couldn't be filled, so it came back to world rankings. And next in line was going to be Michaela. So we kind of had a heads up a couple of weeks prior to that, but of course you don't know you're going to get it until you get it. And when we got it, it came very last minute. So very interesting couple of weeks for Michaela, just to get her head around that she was now going to be on the start line at her very first Olympic Games with her sister, who qualified through the European Games last year. So it's been a bit of a whirlwind for her, but she's settling in nicely, and we hope she does really well.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. It's very breezy here. Obviously, it's necessary for what they're about to do. So the categories people aren't possibly aware of and maybe are not au fait with. So we've got canoeing and kayak. So there's different categories in that, and the Irish athletes are doing the spread of those.
Yeah, so we've qualified for 4 boats across the 4 categories that are available. So we've achieved maximum quota across that. So we've got the men's and the women's K1. K obviously stands for kayak, and these athletes will be sitting in the boat with their legs extended down the boat, and they'll use a double-sided paddle. And then you've got the canoes, which is the C1. So in C1 we have Liam Jagu is our 2-time Olympian. We have Michaela, and these guys will be kneeling in the boat actually. They've got a single-sided blade, so they're the technical differences between the 2.
Yeah, and I suppose finally, I think Liam is first out when the Olympics gets underway. What's the schedule looking like now for all 4? Yeah,
so the schedule, so the men's C1 will be first out, so Liam will be first out, followed by Madison in the K1, and then they will kind of leapfrog each other. So then the next day then it will be the men's K1 followed by the women's C1. The event itself is kind of wrapped up within 2 days, so we'll run 2 heat runs, so you've got 2 chances to get your best run to go to the semi-final. The semi-final numbers depend on the official start line, but then there'll be 12 through to the final.
All right, John, best of luck, and best of luck to the team.
Thanks very much, Raf. Thank you.